My name is Edwin, and today I will be demonstrating my infographic. This infographic explains the difference between a traditional computing system and a cloud computing system. So I'll be starting off with the definition and characteristics of both of these. So for traditional computing, it's basically local servers that store, process, and manage data. While for cloud computing, it's remote server through the internet that provides scalable resources for storage, processing, and data management. The characteristics of both of these. So for traditional computing, it's limited to hardware, fixed storage, and processing capabilities. And for cloud computing, it's on-demand access to resources, virtualized environments, hosted by providers like AWS, Microsoft, and Google Cloud. Now moving on to the cost implications. So for this one, for traditional computing, it requires investment in hardware, software, and infrastructure, as well as maintenance costs on hardware upgrades and repairs. So for cloud computing, it's a little different. It's a pay-per-use. So it's basically where you pay for the exact amount of resources that you use, and it's there's no upfront cost. It's scalable based on usage. Now moving on to scalability and flexibility. So for traditional computing, it requires investment in new hardware and IT resources. It can be a little slow at times and expensive because of the needed physical infrastructure. And for cloud computing, it's easily scalable. It allows users to increase and decrease resources, and it's capable of scaling globally without any additional infrastructure. So now moving on to maintenance and management. So for traditional computing, maintenance of hardware and software is the biggest responsibility. It requires regular updates and patches and system managements. So for cloud computing, it's managed by the service providers, and it has automatic software updates, patches, and hardware upgrades are also handled by the providers. So now moving on to the accessibility and collaboration of both of these. So for traditional computing, the system and data are confined to physical locations, and collaboration can be challenging without any remote access tools. So for cloud computing, it's accessible through any device with internet, which supports remote work and global access, and it also facilitates the real-time collaboration. And lastly, we got the security considerations. So for this one, traditional computing, the security is handled through in-house, and it's dependent on physical and network security measures of the company. It is of greater control, but of higher responsibility. While for cloud computing, the security is managed by the cloud provider, and the responsibility is shared between both of them. The cloud providers relies on the customer to properly configure the settings and policies. And so yeah, that would be all. Thank you.